Well, it's no secret. Boston has long had a tough reputation when it comes to issues of race, but there are efforts to change that. Among them, the group Boston While Black, which was created to bring together Black people of all backgrounds to network and find community with each other. A few days ago, they held their first inaugural How to Boston While Black Summit. And I'm joined now by Ayanna Polk. She is the Director of Community Engagement and Communications for Mayor Michelle Wu, and Danielle Johnson, the founder of Spark FM, the first Black female-owned digital radio station in Boston. Welcome, ladies.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So, Ayanna, I want to talk to you a little bit about this summit. And this is a culmination of a lot of hard work by the organization. You're one of the founders there here. What does that mean to transition from virtual to in-person and to have a summit like this in the city?
I think this is a great testament to what community looks like. I know with my time being in Boston, this year will be year 4 for me. Finding community has been very important with making making my experience the most that I can grasp onto. And I think through my time of connecting with different folks in a number of different industries who are all looking for that same sense of community. I know at first it started online with a lot of virtual events just to make sure that we could commune in a safe manner. But now that we're able to come together and have these large summits, it's really great to see the power of all these folks coming together just to share ideas on how we can build community and create space for more people and redefine the story about what it is to be Black in Boston.
Danielle, I know that you went to the conference. You sat on a panel there. What was it like to be in the room, in the building, as part of this historic event, frankly, for the city?
It was awesome. It was high energy. It was a very intentional event. Sitting on the panel and seeing all of the Black people there, just having us had such a great time. They really enjoyed it. There was no boring part to it. And I'm born and raised in Boston. And this is the first summit that I've been to that I've literally enjoyed myself from start to finish. I was only able to be there on the last day, but just, the networking, the camaraderie, the community, and just seeing so many people gather just to have a good time, learn a lot about the city in which they either transported from or transitioned into, or just been here for all their lives and just wanted to see something like this, happen in a very great place, very great environment, and with really, really enjoyous energy.
Danielle, what do you think an event like this and an organization like Boston While Black does to bolster Black entrepreneurship in the city?
It gives a sense of belonging. Now we know that there's all of these Black professionals here, and it's been said before, Boston has a really bad way of marketing the Black economy and Black community here. And being someplace like that, where it was a space for professionals, students, transplants, natives, I think it just kind of gave us more sense of belonging, and kind of invigorated us to just continue to push forward. It's incremental steps to a bigger picture that we've been waiting for a long time. And I'm glad to see so many leaders now taking the initiative to get it done.
Ayanna, I know it was hard work helping to found the organization, putting this together, connecting networks, and also building trust in communities of color and in the Black community specifically, that this organization would benefit for them. How did you bridge that gap in order to get communities to trust the work that you're doing?
Yeah, so with Boston While Black, I know when they opened up their membership, and I became one of the founding 100 members, I was really passionate about making sure that through this experience, it wasn't only a place for us to meet or have social events, but really try to find a way for us to make a large impact as a large group. So I know with my time of meeting different people in different events, I made sure that I would tell other people about this great opportunity for people to come together. There's folks that I've met on the street. I found out that I have neighbors that are in this organization. So now it was just a great way for me to say, okay, we're starting to expand and see the breadth of people getting excited and coming out to different events like last year's family reunion. And I know it's coming back this summer. So I'm really excited to see more and more people get involved, and even just to have a safe, open space for them to have fun for their entire family. But see that this group, Boston While Black, is an opportunity to really have a big gathering, like Danielle said, and not only support Black businesses, but for us to come together around Black issues and figure out how we can make our voice, come together and make our points heard about what the Boston that we want to see.
Absolutely. And, when we're talking about the Boston that we want to see, I want to talk about this survey here. There was a 2017 survey by Chadwick Martin Bailey, that organization, that showed that 46% of the respondents here found Boston welcoming. Atlanta, number one on this list, which we know Atlanta obviously always a number one in this type of list. What do you think that says about the city? And how do we move past this? How do we get Boston higher up on that ranking?
I think just what we saw this past weekend, we saw accumulation of Black people gathering and telling their friends and really doing their part. Like Ayanna said, doing your part to spread the word, letting people know that this is here. This is where you can go. This is where you can eat. This is where you can socialize. This is how you can get civically engaged. Like all of these things coming together to help push the message and to help do our own marketing and to really be intentional again about getting people in the know, large gatherings, networking events, just going out, socializing, whatever platform you identify with the most, whether it be community engagement, music, whatever it is, there needs to be a more of a push to share the information, share the resources, and then, just being really excited about these places and these events that are happening and spreading the word. That's how we're going to continue to grow. That's how we're going to continue to, bust through the doors and, continue to just grow as a community of Black and brown people together. And the more we do that, the bigger it will get. Word of mouth is still the best way to get information across.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I could, I definitely agree with Danielle. I know that just reminded me of my experience when I first moved to Boston. Everyone was quite nervous for me, saying that, I'm moving to Boston. They're like, it's cold. And, they've heard all the things about Boston. So like, what are you okay? But I know with me first coming here, I moved to Roxbury, right? So my experience in Boston has been very Black since the beginning. So I've carried that with me. And every time that I speak to others, I bring up those historical landmarks, such as Malcolm X's childhood home, and just bring up how rich the history is here. And I know that there's more of an opportunity to share that, especially with the new Embrace statue that's coming. And I see Boston showing more of its Black history every day. And that's something that makes me proud. So then I can share that with my family so they want to come visit and see. And that helps redefine the narrative of what Boston is and how we're making space for more people.
Yeah, in our last minute, is that the pitch? Just saying, hey, listen, this is what we're working on. And by the time you get here, it'll be done and you can be part of this.
Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest appeal to it. There's so many things. It's so rich in history, period, but it's rich in history for Blacks as well. We've done a lot of work here. I think highlighting it, situations like this where we're allowed to speak about what is going on, how important it is to us, opens the door to many more opportunities. And I think that's where it lies, finding the opportunity, taking advantage of it, really kind of taking on a leadership role instead of letting other people, do it for you. And tell everybody what's going on. Anything nice that you see, anything nice that you do, share it on social. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Call somebody in another state and invite them here to come see it themselves. All of these things, especially for transplants, I think it's important. You're moving in here, it's a new place. You really want to find your tribe.
Absolutely.
You really want to find your community and your people.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to leave the conversation there, but I want to thank you both, Boston's Director of Community Engagement and Communications, Ayanna Polk, and Spark FM founder, Danielle Johnson. Thank you, ladies, so much.